Columbus. Welcome to the flight deck. It's currently about 5:30 in the morning in the game time, and so in simulator time. So we're going to be flying. We're going to look for about a 6 a.m. departure. We got a few things that we need to do and handle, but once we get those done, we are going to take off here and get ready to go. Just got to handle a couple of things on my end. We are going to take off here, and I'm going to handle a couple of things on my end here, and we should be good to go. So that's just going to take a minute. We're going to look for a 6 o'clock departure, and that is going to be about 30 minutes from now. So that's going to give us a little bit of time to get everything done, get the aircraft properly set up, and then we'll get out on our way. We will be on the VATSIM network today. We are going to be looking for some live ATC, but I'm not sure that we're going to have it. We'll take a look at the maps. We're going to take a look at everything here in just a moment, and we'll get all of those things taken care of. Like I say, it's about 5 right now. It's 5:32 in game time, in simulator time. So we want to take off around 6 o'clock. We don't have any ATC on right now. What we're going to do is just go ahead and start getting everything taken care of as far as our setup. I know there's some things that I probably won't be following completely correct in terms of getting everything set up. Like for example, the oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's hilarious. That's funny. For example, the plane is going to be in a already turned on, so we're not doing any type of cold and dark start or anything like that. We are the plane's already going to be turned on. We'll do some cold and dark things a little bit in the future, but for today we'll just the plane's already going to be turned on, so that's one thing that you won't see happen here. So let's get our fuel in, let's get our payload taken care of. We're going to have a relatively full flight today. We have 143 in coach, and we have 9 in first class. Our cargo on today is going to be 5,000 in the front, and then in the aft we're going to be 5,000 as well. So we'll get that all set up. Let's take a look at our FMC. So we're going to get that set up. Of course, our nav date's out of profile, so we'll go ahead and get the nav information entered in here. So we're going to be going from LaGuardia today, and already have route for that that I have pre-filed into my FMC. So we're going from LaGuardia to Columbus, which has recently been named John Glenn International Airport. We are going to be flight number 922, and we are going to expect runway 22 for departure on today. So we'll enter in our 22. We'll activate that. Get our zero fuel weight in there. Put our reserves in. We're going to be at flight level 340 on today. Transitional 18,000, of course. Set our N1 limits. We're going to do a flaps 15 takeoff on today. That'll put our trim at 3.54, and that'll put our VREFs in here as such. So we're good to go. for the most part. Let's take a look at our departure today. So we're departing. We're going to be doing the Goldman 5 departure. All right. And let me take a look at something here. Do the Goldman 5 departure. And we'll have to go back in and enter our V speeds again here. We're going to be arriving in Columbus via the Bremen 4. Our transition, take a look here. Yeah, transitions air, so we'll be on the Bremen air, and we are going to look for our nav. For 28 right. So get that entered in. Go to our legs page. Make sure we don't have any discontinuities. We'll clear that up. We'll check the route here in just a moment. We'll come down. We'll run a couple of our tests that we'll run here. I actually kind of need some lights, so we'll get the lights turned on here. We don't need those. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Need these. And we'll also turn on these panel lights. And we'll also come up here and we'll turn on these panel lights as well. We'll go ahead and get some of our lights turned on here. Set up that autopilot in just 1 second after we take a look at a couple of other things here. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay, that's awesome. So we have that set up. We're going to take a look. I'm going to bring some things over just because I like to do this. I think it just kind of adds to the experience. We have that set up. Here. We're going to take a look. I'm going to bring some things over just because I like to do this. I think it just kind of adds to the experience. We have that set up. Here. Sorry, give me one moment. Alright, so I like to do this, just kind of cool to take a look at what our actual, departures and flight plan and everything like that is. So we'll bring this over. We're doing the Goldman 5 departure on today. Yeah, we're doing the Goldman 5. We're going to be taking off from runway 13. So we're going to climb a heading of 134, intercept course at 185, across Kiwi at or above 2500. Then we'll track on out and do what we need to do and get out of here, get out of LaGuardia. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to have to change something here in the FMC real quick, actually. And that FMC is 5. I have to change the runway. It just hit me that I selected the wrong runway. Oh no, we're good. We're runway excuse me, we're runway 13, so we're good to go. So let's get our autopilot set up here. So we're going to climb and maintain 5,000 feet. We're going to be on a heading of 134. This is all RNAV, but still want to get that set up. Get our let's get our screen down here set up as well. Just like to have that on. Our trim was 354, so we'll trim down to 354. Let's run a few tests, make sure everything's working correctly.
Light slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Alright, so we're good there. Well, let's turn our TCAS on. We'll run a test. I know we got some weather in Ohio. We got some weather that we're going to be flying into, so we'll definitely make sure our weather radar is working correctly.
Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Alright, so we have to change our frequency here to 122.8. There's no air traffic control on right now, so we'll stay on advisory. So we're good to go. This is all we have on right now as far as air traffic control. We had some things in Newark. We got Newark all staffed up, and Philly departures on, but we don't have anything for New York right now. So we'll monitor Unicom and do it that way. Let's take a look at our overhead panel real quick. So make sure everything's set up here. Set our pressurization. Having trouble saying words today. Pressurization. And then window heat's on. Probe heat. We don't need any anti-ice. Alright, so we're looking good right now. Make sure I'm good there. We're good. Alright, let's do a quick oxygen test. Oxygen's good to go. Alright. So we're going to be departing runway 13. Let me bring this over here too. Like I said, I just love to show these things and some of the tools that I use when it comes to flight sim. It's a beautiful little tool here called Little Nav Map. So we're going to use this, and we're going to get our taxi over to 13, runway 13, and get out of here. So we're going to taxi via Alpha Echo. We're going to come over to Charlie Charlie to Golf, and we'll be good to go. That's going to be our taxi plan, and we're going to get out of Dodge here in just a moment. Alright, so we got everything set up. The sun's coming up pretty good. It's currently 5:43, and I think it's about time for our pushback. So engine's already started, like I said. So we're gonna go ahead and get our pushback done here. I do want to take a look at something really quickly. Take off. Alright, cool, we're good. Alright. So we are going to push back to the left here, and we're going to get out of Dodge. So let's go FS actions, push back. We want to turn our nose about 25 degrees to the left, and we're going to go straight. about 20 feet.
And ground, cockpit.
Hi, Captain.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push in. Start at your discretion.
Roger that. Ready for push. Power and air clear. Doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off. Clear to push.
Brakes off. Here we go.
Alright, so we're starting our pushback. Let's give you a view of that outside. So we're flying today the Delta November 389 Delta Alpha. Alright, cool. So we're getting pushed back.
Complete. Set parking brake, please.
Push is complete. We'll go ahead and set our parking brake.
And pressure's normal.
Let's go ahead and check our controls. Make sure they're free and clear.
Alright guys, thanks. You're
Good
clear
that
to
way.
disconnect. We will be watching for the pin and the release from guidance on the right side of the airplane, and we'll see you guys next time through.
Roger that. Have a good flight.
And we are going to get out of Dodge. So alright, so let's go ahead and start our taxi here. We got another plane that's taxiing now. We're gonna hold our position here for just a minute. We gotta say our intentions here real quick, so give me one moment. Alright, so this is what I have to do. I have to say my intentions here on the network. It'll pop up here up top. Oh, actually, I need to, I'm not online. I have to actually reconnect here out of observer mode. So when I do that, that'll allow me to go online here. So good. So we're good to go. We will announce ourselves. And then we can continue taxiing down to where we need to be at. So move this over. Alright, cool. So let's start our taxi. We're going to get out of Dodge here, so we will make this left turn here. Going to Alpha. It'll be a quick right turn on the Echo. Alright, so we'll take Echo up. We're going to cross runway 22 here. We'll, I know no one's taking off or anything like that here. We'll go ahead and cross here. So we just had air traffic control come on, so which is good. So I'm going to announce myself with New York approach here in just a moment. We're going to go ahead and make our right turn on Charlie Charlie. We'll take this on the end. I think that I have an aircraft coming my way from the right, which I do. I have a 120.8, so let's stop. Actually never filed my flight plan, which we will do here. So we just got a PM, a personal message to contact the air traffic controller here. So let's hold here and let's go over to our frequency. If I can find where my radio stack button is, okay, we'll just go down to it. And he wants us on 120.80.
Airports, did you say? Kilo Bravo Delta Lima, Bradley in Connecticut. Negative right, I handle LaGuardia, Westchester County, and Danbury Municipal. Bravo, appreciate it. New York departure, Westchester Bravo. Westchester 12-5, cleared to Toronto Pearson as filed, maintain 5,000, squawk 12, correction, 1172. 1172 and up to 5,004 west at 1205. West at 1205, read back correct. Continue taxi, runway 13, taxi via Papa. Cross runway 22 at Papa. 013 via Papa, West at 1205.
And New York approach Delta 922 with Foxtrot, requesting IFR clearance to John Glenn International as filed.
Delta 922, New York approach, cleared to John Glenn International, as filed, maintain 5,000, squawk 1154.
We're cleared to John Glenn International, climb and maintain 5,000, squawk 1154.
Delta 922, read back correct. LaGuardia altimeter 2964, squawk mode Charlie, and continue taxi runway 13 via Charlie Charlie Golf.
Continue taxi via Charlie Charlie Golf for runway 13, Delta 922.
Westjet 1205, fly the runway heading wind 230 at 12, runway 3 cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading a clear for takeoff, Westjet 1205.
Alright, cool. So we got all that taken care of. And we just had one airplane go down to the runway 13. So we are going down to 13 as well. So yeah, that worked out good. Air traffic control came on, and we're gonna get the heck out of Dodge here.
New York approach, American 700, Power Miami.
American 700, cleared to Miami as filed, maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 3 0 and 10, squawk 1126.
Alright, 1126 the box, 5,003, 8 and 10, and looks like we're going to be changing our SID to the Goldman 5 to our real world operations, so stand by, let me change up my flight plan.
I can certainly give you the Gold 5 if you've already set up for it.
Hey, for just 1 minute, we got to just program it into our FMC. It should take just a couple of clicks.
Okay, read back is correct. Advise ready to taxi, runway 13. 13. Yeah, let's just keep 13 for the moment.
We are ready to taxi American 700.
100, runway 13, taxi via Echo Charlie Charlie Golf, course runway 22 at Echo.
Echo 13, Echo Charlie Charlie course 22 at Charlie, American 700.
Westjet 1205, radar contact, taxi altitude leaving. Currently 2,500. Okay, Westjet 1205, turn left heading 040, climb and maintain 17,000. 040 and up to 17,000 for Westjet 1205.
And New York approach Delta 922, holding short of 13, ready to go.
Delta 922, fly the runway heading wind 230 at 12, runway 13 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Delta 922. Alright, cool. So man, we are getting ready to take off here. We got ATC clearance. We're going to climb and maintain 5,000 feet on on the Goldman 5 departure. And we'll be good to go. This will be all RNAV anyway, so we should be pretty good to go on once we get up in the air. I have my approach.
105, turn left heading 320.
I have my approach charts on
Left 320,
different
West
screen.
1205.
I made a mistake and took them down. So, well, that's okay. We'll be all right. So, let's go ahead and get the heck out of Dodge here. Positive rate. Go ahead and put our gear up. And New York approach Delta 922 with you climbing through 1,200 feet.
Delta 922, New York approach, climbing maintain 17,000.
Climb and maintain 17,000 Delta 922.
Westjet 1205, proceed direct gale when able, resume on navigation. Direct gale and on navigation for Westjet 1205.
Oh,
Delta 922, turn left heading 040.
left heading 040 Delta 922. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Click the wrong button. This guy's probably like, what the heck are you doing? I didn't mean to turn back to the right. It's hilarious. Alright, so we got gear
New York
up.
approach American 7, I just want to confirm cross 22.
American 700, A firm, cross runway 22 Echo.
Alright, cross 22, 7, thanks.
You know. A New York approach, November 9 Charlie, LGA to ground at K, Kilo Delta X-ray Romeo, Denver Municipal, getting semi-fuckers to Westchester County, Kilo Hotel Papa November. November 9 Charlie Echo, New York approach, clearance on request, stand by 1 moment. Delta 922, turn left heading 320.
Left heading 320 Delta 922.
9 Charlie Echo, clear to Westchester County Airport via radar vectors Carmel, that is filed. Maintain 3000, squawk 1150.
Get a little view of the city down there. As we're
So, November 9 Charlie Echo, we're clear to Westchester County via Carmel, then a file will then climb to 3000, squawk 1150. Westjet 1205, leaving my airspace. Air Center is currently offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency changed to advisory is approved. Have a good day. 6 over. 05, leaving my airspace. New York Center is currently offline. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Have a good day. Thanks for your services and over to you. That's all. Right. Delta 922, proceed direct for enable. Resume on navigation.
Proceed direct, Max. Resume on navigation, Delta 922.
That was Zim.
Zims for Delta 922.
Niner Charlie Echo, feedback is correct. Starting your discretion advised, ready to taxi. Expect runway 26 for departure. Danbury Municipal altimeter is 2967. We're going to expect runway 26 on 2967. Niner Charlie Echo.
Awesome. So we were able to get off. It's a little rocky, you know. This is one of my first flights in a few months, so it wasn't too bad. Glad that we were able to get off. We're definitely gonna get some storms coming up. I know that for a fact. I don't know when.
Nitro meter word is 26 Denver.
Here we go. We got some coming up here, so.
Do that again, Charlie Echo, I'm sorry. Yeah, and Charlie Echo, we're ready at the 26 Denver. Alright, November 9 Charlie Echo, runway 26, X via Delta, Charlie, and cross runway 35 at Charlie. Delta, Charlie, and cross 5 at Charlie. 9 Charlie Echo. Delta 922, leaving my airspace. New York Center is currently offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisor is approved. Have a good day.
Frequency change approved. Have a great day. Delta 922. Alright, so we are currently at 17,000. We are going to continue our climb up here to .340. Yeah, awesome. So we're making our way up to the flight level 340 right now. We'll be there in a moment. Literally just took off a little bit ago, so As we take a look at our radar here, we're going to run into some storms around Zims. Got a few little pockets here. Hopefully they're not too bad. I don't think they're going to be too bad. Probably get a little bit of turbulence. Actually, according to the flight plan, we should be flying over them. So might be a little bit of rough air, but it won't be too bad. How do you spell LaGuardia? Huh? What you need to do? Huh?
Pack it, but I want to clean the floors, and I can't clean the floors because I'm running out of the trailer. It's dirty.
Why don't you just clean it from the front to the back?
But I'm gonna have to tape stuff to it for one thing.
Oh, it ain't supposed to. The rain should subside soon. Cool, so we are on our way. We should be getting into Columbus in just about an hour and 15 minutes. In the meantime, looks like we're probably gonna have a pretty good flight. I don't think that it'll be too bad at all. See, we'll be to those storms on our radar in about 40 nautical miles. As you can see, got a little bit of traffic and things out there. I'm sorry, lightning out there, but it's shouldn't be too bad. Can you light one? The grill might still be smoking. So at this point in the flight, we are pretty close to reaching our top climb. And take a look here, and we'll be to that in just about 15, 14, 15 nautical miles or so. We'll be at our top of climb. We have some clouds. We're definitely going to run into some of these storms and kind of see up here. We're starting to get a little bit of lightning over the horizon here. Looking at the flight plan, it said that we would be flying like right over those storms. So I don't suspect that we'll be going through anything too heavy, or we'll have to like deviate or modify the plan at all. So we got some lightning down here and things. So I like to kind of do some situational awareness sometimes and just kind of show exactly where we are in the flight. So I'm going to bring our flight plan over and things so you can see exactly where we are. We just left LaGuardia. We're really not that far right now. We're coming up to our ZIMS point here where we're just outside of Matthews Airport and Mount No More. Coming over Oxford Mountain right now. As you can see, we got a ways to go. We got to do ZIM spots down to Mickey G, to Hoti, to Beats, all the way down. So we have a bit of a ways to go yet. Probably just about an hour and 8 minutes or so until we actually reach Port Columbus, which is John Glenn International now. So got a little ways to go. As you can see, we're reaching our top of climb here, and got some really nice clouds sliding by here on the left and the right. Nothing looks too ominous at all. Let's take a look out a little bit further, and we'll definitely get a view of you know, some more storms and things. More heavier stuff is to our east, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. So we're good to go at this point. We're just kind of monitoring things and enjoying the friendly skies. I will go ahead and turn the seatbelt signs off. And let everybody know that they can move about the cabin. Probably a little, I mean, for anyone that's probably a little bit scared of flying, that'd be kind of strange being up here and seeing these lightning strikes and things like that, but it shouldn't be too bad. Should have a pretty good flight. So I'm gonna kick back, let you guys enjoy the friendly skies. We want to turn on some music here, and let you guys just sit back and enjoy things. So I'll be back throughout the flight just to kind of, you know, update things and see how things are going, but feel free to comment and subscribe and stay tuned for more.
here, baby.
Okay, so we are currently just about 30 miles or so from our top of descent. So we are going to about 30 miles. So we're going to start preparing for our descent. Change our altitude here. Currently armed for our auto land. We'll be good to go. Alright, so we have begun our descent into Columbus, or John Glenn International Airport. And we're going to be doing an ILS approach, and earlier the flight we were doing a visual, but the weather is not going to allow us the opportunity to do a visual approach. We're going to have to do an ILS approach on today. We have the aircraft set up for our ILS approach and our auto land. As you can see here, we have 109.10 in our nav1. We have 109.10 in our nav2 radio. We have our course set here on our autopilot at 281. We've set up the HGS here for our landing, our auto land on today. So we have our length at 2438, our elevation at 8,000, as the FMC gives us. And you can take a look at our legs page. We're going to be we'll be getting in there pretty soon. I would say within about 20-25 minutes we will be on the ground, if not less than that. So let's see what we have to do here. We have a little bit of weather to our left here, which is actually to the south, kind of southeast, but we have some weather that we're going to be flying through. I think that once we make our northwesterly turn at Bremen, we probably won't. See, I lied to myself. I was going to say we probably won't have that much weather, but actually we are. We're going to have a lot of weather coming in on our landing, so we will be aware of that. We have our auto brakes set. Once we get below 18,000, we will turn our landing lights on, and we'll get all set up to land here. Get ready to land. So just got a little bit of flying left to do, and we'll be on the ground. As you can see, cloud cover is pretty interesting down there. So we'll see what type of turbulence we get as we come through the clouds. The flight's been good so far for the most part. We had a little bit of turbulence, maybe about 15-20 minutes into our flight. Didn't cause too much trouble though. I'm gonna get a quick bite to eat because as soon as I finish up here, I'll be hitting the gym. So finish doing a little eating as we're coming into Columbus. See the intensity of those storms. The closer that we're getting, see that those storms are getting pretty intense. So it's definitely something that we will have to watch for as we're coming in. Probably get some rain. but it looks like the actual airport has a little pocket right now where we're going to be clear to land. So it's pretty cool. Maybe not. Maybe it just didn't refresh yet. It looks like we're going to be in some big weather. And this is real world weather, so this radar is exactly what we're seeing in Columbus right now. So coming like head on into these storms, but there's not really much we can do right now. We do have to say our intentions, so we'll handle that here. Okay, so as you can see, we are in the thick of things right now. It's getting pretty crazy out here. We are right in the middle of a pretty significant storm. This right here is what we really don't want to fly into. We're going to keep this particular flight path going because, as you can see, it like right over by the airport, things get a little better. So currently, I mean, we're flying through some rough stuff. Got some very choppy air. Got this guy here that we kind of would be worried about, but it's not too bad. It's actually not too bad. So once we get up here to Bremen, we'll make that right, and then we'll be okay. This little pocket is another pocket we have to concern ourselves with, but think we'll be okay the closer we get. Just have some few cloud layers we need to break through, and I think we'll be okay. Again, man, we are in the thick of things here, but we'll be okay. We're gonna break through this, especially once we get to a lower cloud level. But I'm sorry for the passengers; it's gonna be a bumpy ride in. So we are just about 29 nautical miles to our approach. As we make this right turn, you can see that we're breaking through, but when we make our left and we're coming in, it looks dicey. We might get a little bit of a pocket depending on if this moves out or not. So the beeping you're hearing there is the nav radios. I turn that on just to make sure I'm on point. I like to have those turned on. So lets me know we're in range. 1520. This little storm here we're concerned about, but I think we'll be okay. We'll fly right through the thick of it as we're landing, so hopefully this auto land feature works. Turn our VOR lock on here. This will be a little bit of a dicey landing here, but we're going to be okay. Just with the weather, I mean. See how much we're being pushed around by all this weather, but see how good this auto land feature works. Perfect. Versus braking. Excellent landing. Couldn't have asked for more there. That was just about as perfect as you can get it. Get off the runway here. And work our way back over to the terminal. set our parking brake, and we are good to go. Thank you all for checking out this video and watching it and enjoying it with me. Had a great time filming this and rocking out with you guys for the day. So thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna cut the engines off, switch over to some APU power, and put our ground connections on, and we're good to go. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for another flight in the near future.